Good Thursday morning. Red Sox collector Dan McGraw here, making a quick video. Kind of a surprise video. I wasn't planning on doing one today, but my day off from work and I needed a few supplies. I needed some 9-pocket pages and I needed some single pocket pages. So I decided to make a quick run to the local card store. And I've been having a hard time getting my supplies from them lately, but they did have these two items that I needed as well. And I also picked up a couple of larger size mag holders that they still have in stock because I have some autographs that I need to get into one-touches. So picked up a couple of those, and when I was checking out, this card store is pretty much all wax. They don't do single cards. Every once in a while you see a couple singles in the showcase if somebody comes in and sells them some stuff, but it's very seldom. Well, today when I was checking out, I always take a peek at what's new, maybe something new that's come out. I don't know if anything else has come out since Topps Series 1, but I noticed 2 shoe boxes full of PSA and Beckett graded cards, and I noticed that the names all seem to be Red Sox players, so I asked to look at them with very little intention of potentially buying them. I don't collect slab cards in particular. If I buy one, it tends to be older cards that maybe come that way, so I don't specifically target slabs other than my brief venture into buying Hall of Fame slabs about 8 or 9 months ago. So I started looking through them and found 3 cards that would go nicely into my Sox collection. I already own the cards ungraded, but with the recent price increase at PSA, now it sounds like it's $20 a card minimum. I thought it was a good deal to pick these 3 cards up. I actually made an offer on them, and they took the offer. I'm a pretty good customer. Like I said, I buy most of my supplies there. But I want to show those 3 cards off today. They're all Red Sox rookie cards, 2 of the same player, 1 PSA slab and 2 Beckett slabs. And so here we go. I'll show them off. I'll start with the 2 Beckett slabs. The first one was a 1985 Topps Roger Clemens rookie, graded an 8. The subgrades on it are centering is an 8, corners a 7.5, and edges and surface both coming in at 8.5. They had another 8 that I actually had, and then I flipped back through to look, and this one was centered a lot better. The corners seem to be the big deterrent on this one from probably being an 8.5. Had the corners been an 8, this would have probably come up as an 8.5. Nice looking card. The back is, clean, no gum stains or anything, centered well. I like the card. I think, and again, I'm not buying this for an investment. I have a couple other graded duplicate cards in my collection that I had held on to when I was buying Hall of Famers, so I'll just add these to them. Again, nothing spectacular, but it is a Clemens rookie, and graded a nice looking card, so I picked that one up. And then also in Beckett, I picked up an 83 Topps Wade Boggs. He had a few of these. This was the one that was centered the best. The subgrades on this are an 8.5 for centering, an 8 on corners and edges, and an 8.5 on surface. So this card probably should be an 8.5. It's a nice looking card. I love that rookie card of Boggs. Nice looking card. And again, it's probably, a half a grade on the corners or edges from being an 8.5. So that was, I thought, the better example of the several that he had. So I picked that one up as well. And then the PSA graded card that I picked up was an 83 Fleer of Boggs. Again, this was probably the best centered version of this. Now, of course, PSA doesn't do the subgrades, so it's graded as a solid near mint to mint 8. I'm happy with that. It's not an investment for me. I'm just picking them up because they're rookie cards, and I'll just put them in my collection and see what happens. You got to figure it's going to cost $20 to grade this card now, and I paid less than what the grading fee would be. It was priced at, let's say, less than the grading fee would be. So these 3 cards I picked up for $50. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. They were asking $60, which I'm assuming are the most recent comps because that's how they do price their singles, like most people. But nice pickup. I'm happy with those 3 cards. I'll just put them in my collection, and I'll have a couple of graded rookie cards. It's going to cost me way more money than that to send the ones I have to PSA, and there's no guarantee that I'll get any better grades than 8s. They did have, I think they had a 9. They had a PSA 8 Boggs that was $15 higher than the Beckett price. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And like I said, this card is just a smidge away from being an 8.5. So I'm happy with that. So these will go nicely in my collection. They fit well. That's it. I picked up a few supplies. I'm not expecting a whole lot in the mail today. Maybe one card in the mail today, and then I think I have a plain white envelope. And I wanted to tell it's not really a funny story, but an interesting story. My wife, when she was leaving this morning to bring my daughter to school, noticed that there was a FedEx Express envelope addressed to me in between our front doors. And she brought it to me and said, "Are you expecting anything FedEx Express?" And I'm like, "No." And I opened it up, and it was clearly, you could tell, it was in a regular, like, 8.5 by 11 envelope, and you could tell that it was just a single card inside. And I'm like, who in the world would have sent me something express? I certainly didn't pay for express service. I opened it up, and of course, I've already moved the card, so I can't show it. It was a 2020 Leather and Lumber David Ortiz insert card that I paid $1 and free shipping for. Yes, I bought it about 2 to 2.5 weeks ago, but for some reason the seller decided to send it express mail, and I can only imagine how much they paid for that. And I will send them a response and let them know that I got it and thank them and tell them that it was totally unnecessary. But I didn't even inquire about this card because I know firsthand that the mail is moving very slowly these days, and anything in a plain white envelope could take weeks to get to me. So I don't sweat it over $1 card. I did realize it hadn't gotten here yet, and again, I didn't even waste time reaching out to the seller because it's $1 card. So I just thought that was it was great of the seller to do that. Very unnecessary, totally unnecessary, and a waste of his money, and I will reach out later and thank him for that. But it was a totally cool gesture by a eBay seller. Now I have an eBay experience to share. I sold a couple of cards on eBay and shipped them out last week, and I got my first one that shipped out. The seller sent me a note saying that the card had gotten bent in the mail. It was in a top loader like so. It had 2 pieces of cardboard that are probably twice as thick as these around it and in a padded envelope. And somehow the card still got bent. So disappointing. Had to refund the seller. The seller is sending the card back. I told them that I'll refund your money if you're not happy with it. It is what it is. But I want the card back because from the picture, it was very hard to tell if the card had gotten creased. I find it very, very hard to believe that the card could have gotten a crease in it. So I'll see when I get the card back what the damage is. But I insisted that I get the card back. I'm not just going to refund your money and let you keep it, because for all I know, that could have been another card that wasn't mine. So we'll see if I get my card back. Honestly, I'm a little skeptical if I'm going to get it back or not. I hope I do, and I will relist it with any potential flaws that it has. And from the picture, I didn't argue with the guy. It's hard to tell from a picture sometimes. So I'll just I know that it went from pack to top loader to well-protected package in the mail. I do ship things with care, typically, especially single cards. I never used to put cardboard around them, but now I do because I find that I get a lot of my stuff with cardboard around it, and I never have any problems. So it's worth. I keep the ones that I get in the mail. I just keep a stack of them, and I use them. I reuse them. So again, another thing with eBay that's just frustrating, and this isn't really eBay's fault, and it's not my fault. And I always tell people don't blame the post office, but apparently something happened to it in transit. So I don't know if the envelope got damaged or he didn't mention anything like that. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll get the card back. Hopefully he does the right thing and sends it back. He's already said he will, but we'll see what happens. I don't expect to get it back in anything other than a plain white envelope, which would be really disappointing because since I paid $4 to ship it. So anyway, it is what it is. That's my video for today. I don't have any actual other cards to show. I didn't get anything in the mail yesterday, so just wanted to show off those new graded cards and talk a little bit about my latest eBay experience. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.